I'm Gina.
I'm Christina,
and we're the Gorgeous Geeks.
And we're here today to talk about Oz, the Great and Powerful, which was a really good movie.
I really liked it. It really made me think. It kept me in mind of the original.
Yeah, you thought it was like, you thought it was kind of slow, right?
I did think it was kind of slow.
I didn't think it was slow. I thought it was like.
But the original was kind of slow.
I thought it was going to be longer for some reason, because I'm like, okay, what's going to happen? Is it going to go here and then have to go back and then take another journey? Like, do you remember the original Wizard of Oz? It took a while. I thought it was
No, the original Wizard of Oz moved kind of quick.
Go watch it again. Go watch it again. From the beginning, from when she's on the farm, from the very beginning. Not when she gets to Oz, but from that beginning to when she gets there. It's like the same pace.
I thought it was appropriate. I didn't feel that it was slow. I was just kind of, the thing about it was, I'm like, okay, this dude has no powers. What is he gonna do? Like,
yeah, that's what
because you know it's a prequel, so you know he can't die, and you know, and you know there has to be the Wicked Witch of the West and everything, and it's just like there's mystery of who is this, you know, Wicked, what happens and whatever.
Oh, I figured
it out. Like, what you don't know what's gonna happen to get from point A to point B though.
Right.
And I'm just like, how is he going to get out of this? Like, that's in my head. I'm like, how is he going to do this?
Well, I'm telling you, within 2 minutes of meeting the witch, I knew who the witch was gonna be.
I don't know. I thought it was who it actually was, but I was thinking it could possibly be the other person too. Well, congratulations.
I knew who it was as soon. Are we gonna do? Are we doing spoilers?
No, we never do spoilers. But I thought how Sam Raimi did, like how he did the witches and the powers and everything. I thought that was super cool.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was really cool, and I loved how just the flying and all of it was just like so smooth and sleek and clean.
Right. I was surprised how much stuff they actually had in there, like the witch battle and stuff, especially because we just saw that other witch movie, romance. I can't remember.
Beautiful Creatures.
Beautiful Creatures, and that was like so anticlimactic, and I'm like, well, that was a lot more.
Yeah. So
not like it was like Matrix witch fighting or anything like that, but you know, it was.
I thought it was interesting how he did it, how they explained the origin, you know, of the witch, or how it all ended up coming into play. But it was just kind of like, I think it was kind of hard. I mean, it moved along, but James Franco was such a douche in this movie. Like, his character was a douche, and so I just couldn't really relate to him. I wanted him to. Actually, I wanted him to die.
Really? Oh, wow. It wasn't that bad for me.
Yeah, I didn't think he was that
douchey.
He's like
an
idiot.
It was because in the beginning, like I think he was scared and he was afraid, and I think in the beginning he did have his douchey qualities, but he also, you know, had shown some.
I mean, he
some
turned
redeeming
it around,
qualities as well. I mean, he was a douche to this particular person, but he realized that he would be bad for that person's life, and so he needed to get out of it. So I mean, they had some redeeming quality. He had some redeeming qualities, and
I mean, he said the thing like I made me think of like Luther said, I don't want to be a good man, I want to be a great man.
And remember, in the original, in the Wizard of Oz, Dorothy thought that Oz was a douche.
Yeah.
She thought he was.
I understand the reason why he had to be the douche, but you know, I was just kind of like, I really don't like him. I mean, I didn't like him. I didn't like Oz in the original. Like when Dorothy met him, I'm like, this guy's a jerk.
I mean, I was interested in the story. I guess I can't say that I particularly. I wanted to see what he was gonna do. I can't say that I was like, oh, Oz, I love you. You know,
they had some really cool characters in the movie. Like there's this little porcelain china dog.
You know, when I saw the commercials, I'm like, you know what? I was gonna care about a little doll, and then at the end, I got a little teary eyed.
Yeah, I did too. I'm like, a little doll. I was like, I want one, but I know I would break her.
It was so funny because she's from Chinatown.
Yeah, that was so cute.
I used to kind of have dolls that looked like that. I was just kind of like, oh,
yeah. I thought it was cool how, you know, how they did it exactly the same way. Like people that were in, you know, black and white were those same people who were actual characters in Oz as well.
I mean, it's not much of. Someone said something about too much love triangle stuff. It wasn't much of. Within like the first 10 minutes of the film, you know he's gonna end up with,
Right.
And so, at least that was my perception of it.
Yeah, it was. Also, this isn't really a spoiler, but I just want to warn people because.
Just tell them. I know what you're gonna talk about.
Yeah, because
just tell them because it's gonna be.
Because it's gonna bug you the whole entire time. There are no red ruby slippers in the movie.
But there's a reason. There's a reason because, in the book they're originally silver, and that was something. The ruby slippers was something the movie company did, and Disney. There was like X amount of dollars, I guess, they'd have to pay, and the price was so ridiculously high. Even Disney's like, we're cool, I guess. Never mind.
Yeah.
So and I guess they didn't want to use the silver slippers because people would be like, why weren't they ruby? Because people would equate it to the movie rather than
the book.
Yeah, so.
Or they would have equated to, The Wiz. they had silver slippers in there. Yeah, I didn't understand why she had silver slippers. But I know now.
Oh, that was just because it was the ghetto.
In the ghetto.
Yeah. Ghetto.
I liked it.
I didn't think it. I heard some people say they thought it was cheesy. I thought it had that, old-fashioned wink to it,
right.
But in fantasy and that just goodness. I mean, everything has to be so dark today, It has to be so edgy. It just had that goodness, know.
It was like it was old school. It was really, really old school. And if you like stuff like that from your childhood. Then you would like this movie. If you don't like the original,
that's what I'm saying.
You're not gonna like the new one.
I don't know if you can say that. I mean, did you see with Angelina?
Yeah.
Did she like it?
She thought it was. She thought it was okay, but she didn't like the.
She didn't like the original.
No.
Well then.
Well, see, that's what I've been telling people. Like they were like, I've heard that it was this and I heard that it was that. I was like, did you like the original Wizard of Oz? Yeah, I liked it. Then you would like this. Mm-hmm. If you didn't like the original Wizard of Oz, you're not gonna like this movie. Mm-hmm. Especially like younger people who have not seen Wizard of Oz. I've been telling them go see the Wizard of Oz first.
I think it's its own thing. You can.
But they don't get it though because they're so used to dark stuff. That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been hearing people complain like, it's not dark enough, or it's too light, it's too cheesy, and blah blah blah. Like, why would they make a movie like this? I'm like, because Sam Raimi, when he does remakes of other things, he likes to stick to their original format. Right. Good example, Spider-Man, and Sam Raimi, I thought, did a wonderful job. Props to him for shooting in the hometown Pontiac. So I thought that was extra cool points for that. But yeah, I thought the movie was great.
I'll tell you one thing: when the credits started, when it first started, and the credits was coming in, I started listening to their music. I was like, this music sounds familiar. Danny Elfman.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He has a distinct way that he composes music. I was like, it seems like I know this.
Yeah, but I love any movie with Danny Elfman music. It's extra points. The guy's a genius. Yeah. And I thought all the actors did a great job. James Franco was good. Mila Kunis.
I thought it was all right. I can't say that. I think anybody that did it. I can't say I thought James Franco particularly brought anything special to the role.
I would say that. I would say just about anybody could have played those roles.
Yeah.
It wasn't like it was like Academy Award.
I liked Rachel.
Rachel, yeah.
Well, Rachel's fantastic in everything that she does.
I couldn't see
even her
accent's
just great. I love when she just screams in the Mummy. Rick!
I know. That's why the third one didn't do good. I know, because you didn't have that. You haven't. Well, anyways, tell us what you think. Comment below. Check us out on thegorgeousgeeks.com. Like us on Facebook. Find us on Twitter at 3GorgeousGeeks. I'm Katrina.
I'm Gina.
I'm Christina. And we're the Gorgeous Geeks.